Hello there, trust you're doing great. In furtherance to my video, the series on relationship series, I've done a couple of videos. In one of the videos, I spoke about understanding that your network is your net worth. I also spoke about in another video, understanding when to use your goodwill and not use it quickly. And I remember the last video I spoke, I started like a sub series on the subject matter of conflict resolution, and I'm going to take it a little step further today. Hopefully I can finish that today. All right, so just sit back, share with other people, and let's learn together. All right, I remember I said to us while laying the foundation that conflict is not something you can do away with. It's something that has come to stay. As long as human beings, social beings, interact and relate, we will always have reasons in and out, different times for conflict. But that is not the problem. The problem is always how we respond to conflict. Some people react instead of responding. So on this second video about conflict resolution, I'm going to raise a few things and I hope we can learn together. So what causes conflict? Basically, you have different expectations in a relationship. There are different expectations. What you're expecting, what I'm expecting will differ. We also have people make assumptions. When we make assumptions, we are going to definitely enter into conflict. So when there's miscommunication, and if you know, assumption is the lowest level of knowledge. We never assume. So that leads to conflict. Then we also have personality differences. We are different people. Now, each person is a product of nature and nurture. Nature is who you are, your being, natural being, what God gave you, your makeup. Alright, some people are just naturally quiet. You understand? Your genes, your DNA, the things you do not have control over. Then we also have nurture. Nurture is the way you were brought up. So the way you were brought up, the way I was raised, the environment where I was raised, the factors that surrounded my growing up, the places I lived, the experiences I had, they will differ from yours. So we have different experiences. So that brings about the personality differences. So there are always two sides to a conflict. We always have the facts of the situation, and we also have what we call the feelings side to conflict. You see, the fact is not really the problem. The problem is usually the feelings, where we have the hurt, the suspicions, the angers, the misunderstanding, and all those things. That's always where we have a problem. But very quickly, let us look at conflict escalators and how conflict gets escalated. Okay, so we have three levels. We have the green. If you remember your traffic light, you have the amber, the yellow or orange, and we have the red, where everything's scattered. Okay, so on the green we have three things. We have people notice the difference. We notice that there's a difference between you and the other person in the party in the relationship. You also now begin, number two, we now begin to focus on the difference. We notice difference, yes, but when you begin to focus on the difference, we are building up. The next level is we now see difference as a danger or threat. So that difference we notice that we are now focusing on, you now begin to see as a threat to you. Then people now begin to see, how can I respond? This becomes a threat. Now the next level, which is the orange level, the amber level, we now begin to collect information. You notice the difference, you focus on the difference, you're now seeing it as a threat. Now you now begin to gather information. The next thing is now you tell others. Party A tells others, party B also does the same thing. Then different people, you now begin to build different caucuses. Then at the next level under orange is you now prepare to attack. How many of you wanted to go and meet a friend that they told you said something, and before you got to that place, your mind, you have started rehearsing how you will respond. If she says this is what I will say back. If he says this, I'm ready. So I know you will respond with this, then I'll now respond with it. That thing is not yet real, but you already replayed it in your mind. So that's the orange level. Now the red level, where is now escalated is where we have, you begin to undermine position. All the respect, all the honor you have given the individual begin to undermine positions. Then you go to the next level, you destroy things. You begin to destroy things. The next level, you now begin to destroy people. You can be maligning people, you can be doing things. Everything you build together, it now becomes a mess. Then the last level, which is the icing on the cake, you now begin to destroy yourself. Alright, it becomes a problem. So conflict is escalated. Now very quickly, so that the video does not become too long, how do we now de-escalate? We're speaking about de-escalation, we're speaking about how it happens, why it happens, and things like that. How do we de-escalate? Now, the same way, red, orange, green. Now, the other time we were doing green, orange, then we went to red. Now, this time we now flip it. We are at the red level, okay? Now, to de-escalate, first thing is you cease fire. Let it be a ceasefire. There must be a pause to all those kind of agreements. The same thing, this is the same template you see the United Nations use when the escalations in different parts of the world. You see the Iran, Israel, Palestine, everything, it's the same template everywhere. All right, there could be variations to it, but it's basically the same thing. So you reach a ceasefire. The next thing, you reach a truce. There should be a truce, an agreement. Okay, what, we have reached a truce. Then the next level, that the red, which is disengagement, after we've started engaging in the conflict and things like that, is there must be a withdrawal. So you see, even in when nations have issues, after they've ceasefire, there's a truce, there's a withdrawal of troops. People begin to move back. Then the next thing is, now we now share facts, not sentiments. You remember I told you there's always the facts of the situation. We now share facts. What's the true state of the issue? Let's share facts. Oh, this is the way I saw it. This is my own fact. Oh, these are mine. Then we begin to compare. Then we now move to the next level, which is now going to be the amber. After the red, you come to a place where we share feelings. This is how I felt. When you did this, when you said this is how I felt. Oh, I didn't see it that way. This was what I was saying, but this was what I heard. I think I've explained that before in one of my videos. The other thing is that you now begin to tell other people. You remember when you were escalating, you told people, there were groups. Go back to those your groups and tell them, we are settling the case. We have reached a compromise. We are settling down. We are disengaging. We are de-escalating. They need to know. The next thing is you get to a point where you now begin to take ownership, which is the green. You confess and repent. I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I did this. I've been in that situation before. I don't know about you. It takes the bigger one to accept that he or she is wrong, confess and repent. And the other the next thing under the green will be forgiveness. Okay, I've heard what you said. I forgive you. All right, I forgive you. I'm sorry. The other party says I'm sorry. Then we forgive each other. All right, so that we can build the mutual trust. And the last level is restoration of relationship. What conflict does, if not properly handled and responded to, is that it damages relationship. Now, when we de-escalate, we go back to where we started from. We come to a point where we now restore relationship. Like I said to you, I've always said to you, we can avoid conflicts. We cannot avoid it. They will happen. You should not actually run away from them. It shows divergent views. The air is clear. People now see clearly. But when we have conflict, we don't react. We respond. I hope you've learned something today, and this will help us to be better people in our relationship. It could be anything. It could be business, it could be career, it could be education, it could be boss, somebody mate, it can be mentor, mentee, whatever it is. It could even be a romantic relationship, whatever it is. All right, these things will help you, and I hope we can become better people. All right, I remain your friend and brother again. My duty is to try to help people to live more responsible lifestyles, become accountable for the things they are doing and be responsible for the decisions they make. Because I know life is manipulative. Till we meet some other time very soon. Keep being the best God has designed you to be, because I know we all have what it takes. I call you blessed. Cheers.